Okay, so we're back for another part of our Craft With Me video. So far we have the book and we have the top flap done on all of them. Now we're going to work on the back flap, which is going to have a belly band. So because I want mine matted, I'm going to have my belly band be white first, and then I will put the pattern paper on it. And I'm going to have my belly band be about 2 inches. Or maybe I want it to be 2 1/4 so that the pattern paper then will be 2 inches. No, 2 seems good. I'm going to have it be 2 inches, and then my pattern paper will be cut to 1 3/4. So I need 6 2-inch pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5. I need another one. And 6. Okay. And then I need them to be 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut them to 5 1/4. Because I want 1/2 inch to fold under. So I'm going to cut these to 5 1/4. And 5 1/4. Okay. Then I'm going to take these and I'm going to score them at 1/2 inch on, whoops, both sides. Okay, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, whoops, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay, then I'm done with this for now. I'm going to take these and I want to use I'm going to use my score tape because it's good strong tape and it's smaller, so I won't have to worry about overlapping the tape. So then what's going to happen is we turn this over and this piece is going to fit right on there. If I really wanted to, I could wrap that around like that. And put that there. But I don't think I want to do that. Okay. I just want to kind of guesstimate the middle of that and line the fold up with the fold on the top, and I did not get it in the middle there, but I don't care. It's all right. And then we have a nice little belly band on that. Okay? And then when you go to mat it, you can just slide your paper right underneath there, and it will cover up what you put on there too. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do it before I matted it, because if you mat it, then you'll have these white flaps, and if you look underneath them, you'll see that, and you know, sometimes you don't want to do that. So this way we'll cover it. And again, you don't have to do these little flaps if you don't want to. I like to do the flaps because I don't like to lose space on my in my pockets and whatnot. And there we go. But as you can see, as it's building, now we know why we gave ourselves so much space in our gusset there, because we're going to have lots of stuff in here, and then especially once you add your pictures, it's going to get even more. Okay. All right. Just going through the boring part, sorry. Sometimes scrapbooking can be a little bit tedious when you have to do all these parts, but then when you get to the end and you see the finished product, it's so worth it. It's just cool to think that you have something that started with literally nothing. It was nothing when you started it out because you made the book from scratch even. You know? Alright. Now we got those all there. Let's just stick them on. And like I said, all of this stuff is optional. You don't have to put any of it in your book if you don't want to. Just keep it boring, or keep it not boring, keep it simple, and it'll be easy to make, you know. Or you can make it as drawn out as you want to. You can put as much in it as you want to, and as little in it as you want to. You could just do the flaps and have them just have photo mats on them. When mine's all finished, it will probably have pockets and tags in them because this paper pad or this paper collection comes with a lot of pockets or a lot of tags. And I like to use them because if I don't use them with the paper collection, I won't really use them with anything else. So I kind of prefer to do it this way. Okay, and there is that. Okay. And now you can go and mat them. So for mine, I'm going to take all this pattern paper and use it. I'm just going to pull it all out right away. First, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, too bad. It's just not. One more piece. I think what I'll do is I'll use these to mat these. I think that'll work really good. So I have to cut these down to 4. And I'm going to get one more out of here since I have the double. And I could use the polka dot or I could use this, but I'm going to use the chevron one, I think. Okay. There we go. And then let's cut them down to 4. And keep those. Okay. So what you want to do is take it and slide it in there like that. And it will work just like that. But we have to apply the adhesive. And because the adhesive is already on it, it might be a little bit harder to slide in, but as long as you're careful, you should be able to slide it in there without sticking it down. There we go. That one's done. And then we'll do this one. You could alternate and do the pattern or the polka dots too if you wanted to. I think I'm just going to do all chevron pieces. Okay. You can see it kind of sticks every once in a while. I get a little stuck, but it's okay. There we go. And orange, or I'm going to go with yellow on this one, I think. Yeah. And then I'm going to go with, originally I decided to go with 5 pages, but then I realized that I had a calendar tab with them, and so I decided that going with 6 pages would be even better, because then on this part I'll put the calendar, and on this part I'll put the calendar, and so that gives me quite a bit to work with. And then I can have 12 pages of calendars and put a picture from each month on the opposite page of the calendar, and I think it'll be kind of cool. Okay, so there's that. And then now we try to find, I wonder if I did that on there. No, I don't think I like that. I'm going to save those, and I will put pattern pieces on them. Yeah, perhaps that will work. Let's see here. Oh, that one's too small. I don't want that much room. So I'm going to cut this to 1 3/4. Actually, maybe I'll just cut it to 1 7/8. Let's see. That gives us just a teeny bit of a border, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. And so this is 4 1/4. I'm going to cut it to 4 1/8 and 4 1/8, and then there we go. There's 1, and there's 2. Well, let's see what else we got to work with. I don't really like that one. And that one won't really work either, but I can do this side. 1/8. And that gives me a good one. And then can go right there. Let's see, this one can go right there. Then I need one for this one. What's on the back side of this? This will work. And 4 1/8 and 4 1/8. That one can go right there, and that one right there. Perfect. Alrighty. So I'm going to glue these down now. Just stick them in there like so, and like so. There we go. 1, 2, Considering it started out as a white book, it's coming along quite nicely, I think. It's going to be very colorful, that's for sure. And the nice thing is that it can come together quite quickly. If you cut out all the pieces, you know, do it in spurts. Cut out pieces, put it together, and then add photos, and boom. There we go. I like the belly band with the white border. I think it makes it separate away from the page a little bit better. Okay. So that's that. Now, let's go ahead and get the calendar pages. I'm going to have to cut those. I am such a messy scrapbooker. Alright, let's see here. We got January, February, March. Now, these are I think they're 4 by 6. And I could not use I could use those, but I think I'll just stick with my original plan. Yeah, the journaling spots are cool too, but I think I'll go with my original plan and just leave them as is. Okay, so now we take January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. I wonder, you know, I kind of like the idea of making it be a pull-out, so you can pull it out and then you could journal about January on the back. And then, oh, but I only have, well, I could put January and February in there, and then March and April in there, May and June in there, July and August, and September and October and November and December. Now the only problem is that I don't know if I'm going to have enough whole reason I decided to do that was because I knew, yep, I'm not going to be able to stick with that. Because otherwise I'm not going to have enough paper to mat 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way around. So if I put these on the inside, then I just have to mat this and this. I just need 12 pieces. And I should be able to get that from the 6x6 pad. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick these down. It seems like a waste to lose the perfectly good backside, but what can you do? Right? I'll stick them on here, and then maybe I'll put a little pocket on the bottom part too, and then I can put a journaling spot in there. So that's January. This is February. And February. There we go. And then we take these out. And let's stick March in here. Like there we go. Let me open this one up, and it should be April. And then we've got May. Oh, I like that journaling spot. Darn it all. That's the only problem that I have with the Simple Stories paper pads, is that because they have so many of these pockets or these insert things, there's not a whole lot of blank paper for covering, for adding pages and whatnot. But oh well. And June. And oh, I love that one too. July. June. And July. And August. August, and then September, I like that one too. September, August, September, and October, and lastly November. And December. I like this one too. November. And December. So now we have the months on there. Now we have to figure out what we want to do with these inside pages. And we also have these, and we have pockets to put in here too. We're definitely going to run out of paper. I think what I'll do is I was going to buy 2 of the 6x6 paper pads, and I should have. Alright, let's see what we have here. I think perhaps I can use the sticker pads to give me paper to cover those. And I can use some of these to be tags and whatnot. Little tags. I think I'll take and cut all these out, and I'll use them as journaling spots for each month. And then I think maybe what I'll do is put a little pocket here. Yeah. A little pocket there. And on the other side, and then I can put little tags like those in there. Yeah. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do then is actually we'll turn these into pockets. They'll be perfect pockets. No, they won't. Never mind. I won't turn them into pockets. I'll mat with those, and I will make the pockets with white paper, but I'm not going to make the pockets with flaps. I'll just glue them on because, well, maybe I should just do that with these. If I just glue these on, then it will be a little pocket, and I'll just keep it white up here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Then that way I won't have to worry about matting it too much. But I'm going to need some more of these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 6. Yep, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will need 6 more. So I'm going to have to cut 6 more from these. Well, actually, let's see here. What do we have for paper here? I've got that one's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could essentially cover, or I could use those for tags too. here. If I want to cover it with that, and then put this on there and make this the pocket. I could do that. And then I'd still have the other one for tags. Or I could just leave this plain, put little tags in there, and then have the other ones for tags. Sorry, I know I'm being boring. I just am thinking for a second. Let's see here. Yes, I think I'll do that. I'm just going to leave these plain, put these on there on both sides, and then use those for tags. And then we've got all of those under there. Okay, I'm just going to put those up there. And these we'll cut down to be the same size as these, which is 2 inches. Okay, so I'll cut down 2 inches on both of those, and 2 and 2. Okay, that's perfect. So for January, we'll do, let's do blue. We'll do blue. And I'm going to use my score tape to create the pocket. And yes, I know everyone says don't use tape to create your pocket, but I am far too impatient to wait for glue to dry. And I hate using hot glue on my projects because it adds too much thickness to the project. So I'm going to use the tape, and I'm just going to deal with the stickiness because it doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, sometimes the tags stick in them, but I really don't worry about it too much. If I was giving it away or selling this, then I would probably work more on my patience and use a wet glue so that it would not remain tacky. But I'm not going to worry about it for this one because I really, sometimes it doesn't bother me. I'm just going to stick that right there. And it's going to give me a nice little pocket. Then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use red. Oh, shnikey. But now this is all going to show. So I forgot about that little bit. So I'm going to have to mat it. But now I can't because I already stuck that down. Let's see what happens. Well, I guess that's a pity. Oh well. I have enough to play with, so that's good. Okay. So I will be matting this. I'm going to cut some of these down to 3. that one, that one, that one. 6 of them. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 of them. And I'm going to cut them to 3. Because then it's half and half. And I can get exactly the number that I need out of them. Okay. Good. And then what I'm going to do is use those, and that will help cover the backside. Okay. So this is going to get completely stuck down. And the other one will not get completely stuck down. This one will remain a pocket. Okay, we have a pocket here. And there we go. And now we have a lovely little pocket that closes. Now we go to this side, and I use blue for February. Let's see here. I like that one, which does a perfect job of covering up what it's supposed to cover up. Okay, and then we stick that right like so. Stick it down there really well. Take this one. And I'm going to create a pocket again. Alright, well, I guess essentially you don't have to watch me do this part. You kind of get the idea, and you can get as creative as you want to with your pages. Put as much as you want on them, put as little as you want on them, you know, and make them interactive or don't make them interactive. However you want to do it, it'll just be a nice little brag book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off, and then when I finish it, I will share a video on YouTube about, or show what it looks like, okay?